I knew you couldn't get enough of our sexy content. Let's have a quickie. Hello, all. It's time for another Salty Sex Cast Quickie. So let's get right into it. Today, I wanted to talk about sexual shame, particularly around female masturbation. So many women feel this intense, deep-rooted shame around self-pleasure. And it's a complex thing that we'll unfold just a little bit today. And then what do we do about that shame? And what are some things we can do? There's a many of us have heard of the orgasm gap. So many toy companies are out there. Everyone's saying, go be you, sexual freedom, get with the program. We're totally free to explore our sexuality. But there's still so many people, and especially women, who even if they start thinking about that or trying to explore themselves, they get hung up on the shame and the guilt and the fear of judgment. They can't even explore and enjoy this sexual liberation, even if they wanted to. So, breaking that down, we really can think of one of the reasons is growing up, there weren't many messages or even role models about healthy sexual exploration for women. For boys, there was a lot of, jokes around masturbation, jerking off, all of those things, but rarely was it even supported or talked about for women. Dildos were the only thing I knew that women had as a toy that if they wanted to, and that was like really weird and intimidating. And again, that was modeling that self-pleasure had to be penetration. So it wasn't this, go and enjoy a candlelit bath and just touch yourself wherever. It doesn't even have to be on, your sex organs. Can be just any other erogenous zones. That is a form of self-pleasure. But taking the time to do that, why would I take the time to do that? What need is it fulfilling? So first of all, if somebody, mainly women, are wanting to go explore their sexuality, but maybe still have some of that shame around there that hinders them from exploring that openly without judgment, I want you to sit and ask and sit with yourself. What is the need for self-pleasure fulfilling for you? Is it just exploring? Is it finding an answer that you're hoping to unlock for your own pleasure and like what you do like, what you don't like? Or is it just slowly rebuilding trust with your intuition? That's a big one, especially for survivors of sexual abuse. And so just going back to being able to be present in your body, there's some little steps you can do. First one I would say is stop yourself and try to be aware of any messages that you don't agree with around your body. So if you had grown up with the message that masturbation or self-pleasure is wrong, immoral, or sinful, but you don't agree with that today, try to find another way a new language to go around. Instead of saying that's bad, that's gross, that's wrong, saying this is cool, this is neat, I'm curious. You don't have to say this is good, you have to, like every woman should explore their body. That can also cause more pressure and shame that you haven't explored your body and you don't know the ins and outs of what you like. So just kind of getting non-judgmentally curious is such a beautiful place to be when you're exploring something new for yourself. Obviously start slow. I feel like this is kind of an obviously obvious. But sometimes again, we could be like, okay, all my friends are talking about this one toy. I probably should go try it out. But have you ever even used a toy before? Have you taken time to explore your body before this? Just because you feel the social pressure to do it doesn't mean you should or that you have to. And just listening to your body. It's okay. Giving yourself extra time to go and explore in a safe place that maybe you won't be interrupted or judged, even from a trusted partner. Sometimes that can feel really awkward and uncomfortable, almost like there's an expectation of like, so how did it go? If you set time aside for yourself and tell your partner, like specifically, I'm going to go explore, blah, blah, blah. Again, it just puts more pressure on that. But don't forget to celebrate the small wins. If again, you come from such a deep rooted place of shame or wrong or fear, each step should be celebrated. Just pushing play on this episode should be celebrated. You should be celebrated. And just getting curious about who you are and what you want. And maybe self-pleasure isn't even for you. And that's fine. No one should tell you what you should and shouldn't do with your body, including even just exploring. I want you to feel empowered to make that decision for yourself. So thank you for listening to this quickie. Hopefully I didn't go on too long, but I'll see you next week for a long episode. Bye. Thanks for the quickie. See you next week.